Assalamu alaikum everyone and a very good morning to you all. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Can you hear me? Am I audible to you all? Please reply me in the chat box. Okay, that's great. Thank you everyone. Turn off your mics. Okay, please turn off your mics. So how are you all? Have you done your yesterday's assignment? I gave you an assignment yesterday. You have to do the translations and an exercise. Have you done that? Okay, very nice, very good. And if you haven't done it yet, please do it today because you have to submit this assignment on Friday. Okay, very good. Thank you, Sarah. I am good. I'm fine. Okay, that's great. So, all of you are here. Let's start our today's lecture. This is our English language lecture, lecture number 20. Okay, and the topic of our today's lecture is application writing. We have already written application. We are going to write an application on the new topic today. Okay? Yes, I'm going to give an assignment today. We have been given a revised homework schedule and timetable for online classes. Please follow that, okay? And your homework days are Monday and Tuesday. Okay, one? Is it clear? So let's start application. First of all, do you know what is application? Do you know the definition of application? Can anybody tell me what is application? Tell me in your own words. What is application and why do we write application? Good, Ibrahim. Very nice. Ibrahim is saying to request someone we write application. On is giving me the same answer. Very good. Okay, so am I saying application is a request? All right. Alina is saying application is to request someone about anything. Very good. So basically, all of you are giving more or less the same answers and all of you are correct. Excellent. Here is the definition of application. Let's see this definition. An application is a formal request. What is it? It is a formal request, okay, to be considered for a position or to be allowed to do or have something submitted to an authority, institution, or organization. Okay, so basically it is written formally. Okay, when you have to request your parents, when you have to request your friend or your colleague, do you write application? No, you just have a informal conversation, right? You just text your mother if you're away. You just text your friend if you're away. You don't write application, right? Because application is a formal request. It is yes. Yes, you Sarah, you are giving me the correct answer. Very nice, very good. So application is a formal request to be considered for a position. For instance, if I am applying anywhere, if I am applying in a school for teaching, I will write an application there, right? If I am I have to go somewhere. If I want leave from school, or if I am sick and I want sick leave, so what will I do? I will write application to the principal, okay, or it is written to the organization or to the person you are making the request, okay. So an application is a formal request to be considered for a position or to be allowed to do or have something. If you want something, like if you want to have a picnic, if you want to arrange a party in the school or with your friends, what you need to do, you need to write application to the principal, right? So this is the definition of application. User is saying an application is a request which we write to principal or community to solve our problems. Yes, very good. If you are having any problem, like if you are having any problem in the school, you may write application to your principal. Uh, yes, very good. Please turn off your camera, everyone. You may write application to your principal to inform her about that problem and to get the solution of that problem. Okay. So you can also write application to inform, yes, to inform about your problems. Very good, Yusera. With a formal request, Yusera, you are asking what is the meaning of formal request. See, you also make request to your parents. Like, mom, I want this thing. Mom, I want to go to my friend's home. Mom, I want to do this thing. Or mom, I want to watch movie tonight. So this is just a request. This is informal. You just make it in a very informal way, right? Uh, in the similar way, if you are making any request to your friend, when you write an application, no, you will just text him or her, you will just talk about that thing informally, right? But when you are making a formal request, when you have, like, for instance, if you have to take permission from the principal, will you be texting her? Will you be writing a message? No, you will be writing an application, because this is the formal way of communication. Okay, are you getting me? In the similar way, if you are in any office, in any organization, and you want something to be informed, or you want to inform something there, or you want to take the permission from there, anything, so what do? You will write an application, okay? You will not write, you will, wait a minute, I'm setting my mic. You will write an application, okay? So this is a formal way of communicating, okay, of communicating your request. This is a formal way. Can you hear me, everybody? Okay, that's great. So this is the formal way of communication, okay. Is it clear, you Sarah? Now do you know what do I mean by saying formal request? Okay, very nice, very good. It was really a good question, Yusera. I really like your question. If you have any question, any confusion, please do ask. Okay, please ask in the chat box. So we have seen the definition of application. Now we are going to see the steps of application writing. First one is addressee. You know what is, yeah, who is addressee? Addressee is the person or institution to whom you are writing the application, okay? To whom you are addressing. Addressee is the person or organization or institution to whom you are writing your application, okay? To whom you are writing your application. For instance, if you are writing your application to the principal, then who will be your addressee? If you are writing an application to your principal, then who will be the addressee of the application? Excellent. Principal will be the addressee of the application, okay? So you have to write the addressee along with the designation with address, okay? The second thing is subject. Subject is the topic of your application, means why are you writing that application, okay? You have to mention that in the subject. Subject means the topic of your application. For instance, if you're writing an application to arrange the picnic, what will be the subject? Okay, Lina, I'm going to repeat it once again. Don't worry, I'm going to repeat that once again. Don't worry. Okay, so subject will be, yes, arrangement for picnic, very good. Request for arranging the picnic will be the subject in this case, okay? So subject is the topic of our application, okay? Now greetings. Greetings means to greet, okay? If you're writing an application to the principal, you will greet by saying respected principal, right? You will say respected principal. So this is greeting. Beginning. Now I will show you what is the beginning of application, how to write the body, how to end your application, and how to mention the date in the application, okay? So these are the components, you may say these are the parts of application, and you should very carefully write all these components or parts, okay? Do you have any question related to these? Yes, Alina was asking me to repeat the addressee. Beta, addressee means the person or the institution to whom you are writing the application. For instance, if you are writing you are writing an application to your school, then who will be the addressee? Who will be the addressee? Your principal will be the addressee, means to whom you are addressing, to whom you are writing your application. Clear, Alina? Yes, on. I'm going to show you that in the slide. Okay, very good, Alina. Excellent. See, this is the top part of the application. Okay, first of all, remember that application must be written from the left side of your page, means along with the margin, okay? Along with the margin. You have to write the application, you have to begin your application, you have to start your application from the left side of your page, okay? That is with the margin. The first thing that you write is to, comma, the principal. Now here we are writing an application to the principal, to the principal. Principal is a designation, okay? ABC school means your school name, then the area name, that is Gulistan-e-Johar, and then comes the city, that is Karachi, okay? Please turn off your cameras. So here is the beginning of the application. You have to start from the left side of your page. See, you have to write this in the way I have shown you here in the slide. Like to After two, you will put a comma, and then just below the comma you will write the principal, ABC School, Gulistane Johar, and Karachi. Okay, this is aligned. You can see this, right? It should be aligned in your copies as well. Now, after writing this beginning part, you have to leave one line. Okay, you have to leave one line after Karachi. Okay, you just have to write ABC School, or if you want to write SM Public Academy, you may go ahead. You may write your school name, no problem. Okay, on? So, after writing all this, after writing this beginning part, what you have to do, you have to leave one line. Don't forget to leave one line here. Then comes your subject. What is subject? I told you subject is the topic of your application. Okay, subject is the topic of your application. Now, today we are going to write an application to the principal for apologizing for misconduct. Okay, for apologizing for misconduct. So, what will be the subject of our application? Application for apologizing for misconduct. You can also write apologizing for misconduct. You might have observed that I have underlined the subject. So please always underline the subject, okay? Underline the subject means underline the topic of your application. All right. And from where you get the subject, how will you know what is the subject of the application? From where you get the subject of your application. Okay, Yusera, I am going to repeat it. Beta, subject means the topic of your application. In simple words, it means um, the reason of writing the application. Is it clear, Yusera? Topic of the application means the reason of writing the application, like why are you writing the application. After reading the subject of the application, the addressee will get to know why have you written this application. Okay, so it is basically the topic of your application. Yusera, is it clear? Okay beta, there is it clear now? Imanshe? Okay, you are asking for the meaning of apologizing for misconduct, right? Okay, Sarah. It means that you have done something wrong and now you are going to say sorry for that in simple words, right? If you have, for instance, if you have misbehaved in the class, if you have done something wrong, and then you realize that it wasn't the right way of talking with the teacher, it wasn't the right way to deal with the situation, then you apologize. Okay, then you apologize, then you say sorry for the misconduct. Okay. Okay, good, Yusera. Fine. So from where we get the subject of the application? We get the subject of the application from the question. Okay, from the question. For instance, if I give you a question to write an application to your principal and request her for arranging the excursion trip, or request her for arranging the picnic. So what will be the subject? Subject will be the request for excursion trip or the request for picnic to seaside. Okay. So you always get the subject from the question. The note is here. Subject must be underlined. As I've told you, subject is always underlined. Okay. And before and after writing the subject, you have to leave one line. Okay, before writing the subject you have to leave one line, and after writing the subject you have to leave one line. Clear? Now here is the greeting, or like you can say the first paragraph of your application. Respected sir or madam, comma, then you are starting a paragraph, so you have to give two finger space before starting a paragraph. Okay. Most respectfully, I beg to state that I, now here you have to write your name, I, name of student, of class, you have to mention your class. Okay, for instance, if me myself is writing the application, if I am writing the application, I will write, most respectfully, I beg to state that I, Mahrukh of class 6, misbehaved in class and was very rude yesterday. Now I am ashamed of my conduct. So this is the first paragraph. Okay, this is the beginning of your application. You may also start with due respect. It is stated that. You may also start with most respectfully. It is stated that. So there are different ways of starting the application. It's totally your choice. For instance, I have written most respectfully, I beg to state. You can also write with due respect. It is stated that I, Maruk of class 6, misbehaved in the class and was very rude yesterday. Now I am ashamed of my conduct. Okay. Now the second paragraph is the body. I apologize. Again, you are writing another paragraph, so you have to give two finger space before before starting the paragraph. Okay. I apologize to you for misconduct and promise you that such a blunder will never be repeated in future. Now, in this paragraph, in the first paragraph, you wrote that you have realized your mistake, that you did something wrong. In the second paragraph, you apologized for the misconduct, and you promise that this thing will never be repeated in future. Then comes the third paragraph, that is ending. Therefore, you are requested to forgive me this time. I will be very grateful to you for this act of kindness. This is actually the thanking paragraph. You thank your addressee in advance. Okay. So what are you writing in the ending paragraph or the third paragraph? You are requesting her to forgive. Okay. Therefore, you are requested to forgive me this time. I will be very grateful to you for this act of kindness. Okay. Or you can also write, I will be very thankful to you for your cooperation, or thanking you in anticipation. Okay. It's your choice. So there are three paragraphs in the application. The first one is the greetings in the beginning. The second one is the body. And the third one is the ending paragraph. Okay. Now comes the bottom part. Here you have to mention your name. Okay. The bottom part is written from the right side of the page. The top part is always written with the left side of the page, and the bottom part is written on the right side. Okay. See, you can see the pattern here. Yours obediently, it is written on the right side of the page. Okay. Yours obediently, comma, XYZ means the student's name, then class 6. Then on new line, see, I haven't written the date on the line of class. I have written in the new line. Okay. On the new line, on left side, you have to mention the date. Is it clear? If you have any question related to the pattern of the application or anything related to this, you may ask in the chat box. I am giving you 2 minutes. Till then, I am taking your attendance. Okay. See, for the name of the school, you are writing ABC. That's why you are writing XYZ for your name in the end. Okay. If you want to mention your name in the end, you may go ahead. See, if you are, for instance, if you are writing an application to me and you have done something wrong that you realize later, what will you write in the address here? You will write my name. Okay. And what will be written in the end, in yours obediently? Your name. Okay. You will not. Okay. Can you hear me? Am I audible to you all? Am I audible to you all? Everyone, please reply me in the chat box. Can you see the shared screen? Okay. Sad, please turn off your camera. Please, Mahad, Iman, Yusera, turn off your camera. Thank you. Okay. Sorry for the disturbance. There was something wrong with the internet connection. Um, okay, so we were discussing the bottom part. Hadika, you are asking me something. No, no, no. After the class, you don't have to leave line. You just have to write the date on the very next line of the class on which you are writing the class. Okay. On its beta, all the patterns are correct. It's just that what we are following, you have to follow one pattern. Okay. If you are following this one, it means you have to make sure that you are writing the top part on the left side and the bottom part on the right side. This is one of the pattern of writing the application, and this one we are following in our class. Okay. Okay, Abdullah, is it clear? Beta, there is something wrong. Now, can you hear me? Shanti, is it clear now? Okay, okay. Ibrahim, I have fixed the problem. Okay. All right. So we have discussed application writing today. We have discussed the paragraphs. There are 3 paragraphs in the application, right? We have discussed the top part and the bottom part of application. Now here I have composed the application. Okay, I have written the application the way it should be written properly. Okay, with the proper pattern. You can see it here. You can see the application here. Okay, okay, Iman. Thank you so much, beta. Please concentrate here on the slide now. Uh, I have written the application here. See, I have written the top part like this: to the principal, comma, ABC school, comma, Gulistane Johar, comma, in Karachi. Then after this, I have left one line. You can notice space here. Okay, you can notice space after Karachi. This is, yes. Definitely, if you are writing Yusera formally, so you should write your full name. Yes, you have to write the thanking line, Alina. Okay, so have a look at this application. You have to leave one line after Karachi, then subject, then again you have to leave one line. Okay, remember you have to underline the subject because it is the topic of your application. Okay, then you have to write the greeting parts, respected sir or madam, comma. You have a madam here as a principal, so you will write respected madam. Okay, respected madam, most respectfully, I beg to state that I, name of student of class, means your class here, misbehaved in the class and was very rude yesterday. Now I am ashamed of my conduct. This is the first paragraph. Now the second paragraph, again it is starting with the two finger space. See, all the paragraphs are aligned and you have to write your paragraphs just like this. I apologize to you for misconduct and promise you that such a blunder will never be repeated in future. Then again, new paragraph, the same space in the beginning, two finger space. Therefore, comma, you are requested to forgive me this time. I will be very grateful to you for this act of kindness. Then thanking you in anticipation. Then on the right side you have to write yours obediently, comma, xyz class 6. Then on new line and on the on the left side you have to write the date just like this. I would suggest you all to take the screenshot of this slide. Take the screenshot of this slide. It will help you in doing your today's assignment. Take the screenshot of this exercise, everybody. Take the screenshot of this slide. Have you taken? It will help you in doing your today's assignment. No, Raja, not in center, just like the way I have written here. Aligned with the previous paragraphs, okay? Okay, that's great. I hope all of you have taken the screenshot. So that's all for today. We have discussed application writing. We have written the application for apologizing for the misconduct. Okay. Yes, definitely you may write today's date. It doesn't matter. You just have to write the date. Okay. Just have to mention the date. Now, if you have any question, you may ask. We are done with the lecture. Thank you everyone for being here with me, for being on time. Now, if you have any question, you may ask me in the chat box. I gave you a topic to prepare for the quiz. We have quiz today. I have already uploaded the quiz. After the class, please do attempt that quiz, okay? Yes, Hania, I saw your, yes, I saw your quiz. And try to do the assignment today. I'm going to post the homework assignment as well. No. If you are writing, Yusera, if you are writing your name, you don't need to write XYZ, okay? Okay, Manshek, you are raising your hand. Please, if you have anything to ask, go ahead. Hurry up, be quick. We don't have much time. Yes, Hurera Khan, you are raising your hand. Do you want to ask something? Okay, so that's all for today. We are done now. Thank you for being here and for being on time, everyone. We will be having our next lecture on Friday. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz, everybody. Very good, Umar. Very nice.
Allah Hafiz, Yusera, Suhaima, and everyone. Allah Hafiz on. Varda, you may write your name if you want to write. Otherwise, you may just write XYZ. Okay? Who is this with the Infinix Note 3? Okay, Rumesa, please rename yourself. Rename yourself.